Vox back with episode 18, season 1 of Lost.
Didn't say you'd say that crazy French chick had batteries?
Absolutely not.
You really think that she would give up something she needs for survival to a total stranger?
I don't know how to find her.
Don't know, dude, or don't want to?
Shannon translated it. It means dark territory. Does that sound like a place you'd like to visit?
She won't help.
Oh, is it a Hurley episode finally?
And that makes tonight's Mega Lotto jackpot drawing 4.
Did he win the freaking lottery?
15 for 42. Whoever has those numbers
Are
has
those the
won
same
or
numbers
will
on that
share in
map?
your record jackpot.
Not a winner.
So Hurley's like super rich. You would not peg that dude for a millionaire or whatever, you know?
I was wondering what, you guys figured out. Take these numbers she wrote down a bunch of times. Got any idea what it means?
I thought at one time they might be coordinates of some kind.
You said you saw a wire or something on the beach. You followed it, and it led you to her?
How'd you come up with the winning numbers? Any significance?
They just, sort of came to me.
Why don't you introduce your family?
And my grandpa, Tito, he's worked 3 jobs for 52 years. So the first thing I'm gonna do with the money is finally give him the rest that he's earned. Put my family through a lot recently, and, well, this way I can make it up to him. Maybe even buy my mom a new house. Maybe after my grandpa, we can...
He's having a heart attack.
Get to do some of the things that we always wanted to do. Grandpa?
Oh, damn.
Just thought I might take a walk. I could really use some alone time right now. Sure. I'm a big guy. I get dehydrated easy. Yeah, okay.
I'm building something. I could use an extra pair of hands.
I'm nearly 9 months pregnant. I can barely water the beach.
Could you hold a saw? Can you move your hand back and forth like that?
Is she really pregnant?
Hurley. He was in my tent last night, quizzing me about Rousseau, about numbers she wrote.
You don't know anything about this, do you?
Maybe torture him a little.
I'm setting out for a walk. Acting like a loon, I might add.
My God, he's going after her.
When are you going to be back?
We can catch up to him before nightfall. Why? Are you worried about me?
So what if I am?
I'll be fine.
We've got guns.
I mean, after everything you've been through, like Grandpa, and then at the funeral, Father Aguilar getting struck by lightning. Man, that was a freak storm. And Diego moving back home after Lisa left him for that waitress.
Don't mention that whore to me.
I'm just saying, you deserve something good to happen. Ever since I won the lottery, it's like the money's cursed or something. Ow!
That's blasphemy. You know very well we are Catholic. We don't believe in curses. Oh.
Get a look at your new dream house.
Ay, my uncle! Ay, my uncle! Hugo, do I smell smoke?
Oh, crap. Hang on, Ma. I gotta call 911.
Do it now! Turn around!
No such thing as curses, huh, Ma?
Holy shit. I have a lot in common with Hurley, only I don't have any money. Oh, it's the cable again. Why is it more curious that it's up there than in the water? What is in the water attached to that cable?
You are now the majority shareholder for a box company in Tustin.
A box company?
Mm-hmm. They make boxes. Lucrative business.
Lock!
Sneaker factory in Canada?
Well, not anymore. It was destroyed in a fire last month.
I might have to go back. I don't know how I would even find that information. But that's what Locke does, right? He worked at a box factory. There's no reason to mention that if it's not the connection. Right? They're building this web of interconnectivity between these people. And he is definitely cursed.
Almost doubled your net worth in a few short months. I still can't imagine how the police mistook you for a drug dealer. Hey, where'd you get them anyway?
What?
The winning numbers, what'd you use?
It's nothing. It's just something that I...
What?
That's it. It's not the money, it's the numbers. The numbers are cursed.
You know there is no such thing as a...
Who was that?
Want to hit that a little harder?
I'm sorry. Is my building a raft to get us rescued bothering you?
At the moment, yeah.
He's never going to speak to me again.
He just needs time.
I humiliated him. When the raft sails, do you think he's going to leave with them? I don't know.
I do. That's the only reason he's helping. He's selfish. They're all selfish. He thinks he wants to get away from her, but then he'll change his mind. Oh. Why put out traps if you're not going to check them? Uh-oh.
If you take your weight off it, it will release that.
I can make it.
Hurley, don't move!
I can get out of the way. I'm spry.
Don't even...
I'm spry.
I mean, the guy's been here for like ever. He knows me.
Our records are private, sir, and anybody...
Dude! Do not do that right now. All I need is 5 minutes.
Hugo?
Oh, hey, Doc.
It's good to see you. What are you doing back here?
I'll leave you gentlemen to it then. Good luck, Hugo.
Wait.
Remember me? Hugo. Look, Lenny, I gotta know. What do the numbers mean?
4, 8, 50, 60, 23, 42, 4.
He's saying the numbers.
Where'd you get the numbers? Is that why you're here, Lenny? It's because of the numbers? Did they do something to you? Because I think they did something to me. Bad news to everyone around me. Ever since I won the lottery with those numbers.
You use those numbers to play the lottery? Hey, you shouldn't have done that.
You've opened the box.
Why not?
It doesn't stop. No, don't you understand? You gotta get away from it or it won't stop.
Ah. Okay. So either Hurley worked at a mental hospital or Hurley was in a mental hospital. Am I reading that correctly? He told his mom he put her through some stuff. There's so many layers, and they keep adding them on, and they make you forget about it for one episode, and then they bring it back several episodes later with all these characters. It's just like, okay, I think I got that figured out. And then it's like, oh, boom, and they also did this, and this is a shitty thing that they did too. And then here's, so if I had to guess, I would say he was probably a patient. That's what I'm picking up. And he's cursed. There's something to these numbers. My urge to Google right now.
There's no way she could have built this all by herself.
No, but her team could have.
Or Ethan's team.
Hurley, what are you doing?
Relax, I'm just gonna check it out.
Charlie.
Hey!
Wait, hey!
It's gonna break for one of them.
Charlie! Charlie!
So, okay. Okay. I know I sound like Joe Pesci in Lethal Weapon right now, but okay. Okay. The numbers protect Hurley. But everyone around Hurley, not so much. That's the vibe I'm getting from it. His grandpa died. His priest got struck by lightning. His mom broke her ankle when he took her to see her new house, which was on fire. He got arrested for being a drug kingpin. And then his plane crashed at some point. There's probably some more stuff. There's probably a lot more stuff. But he's fine. That's terrible. That's awesome. And terrible. It's awesome. Is terrorism? It's awesome.
They served together in the U.S. Navy. How is Leonard?
He's, retired. Anyway, he told me about Sam.
You're talking about the numbers.
Yes, the numbers, exactly. Do you know anything about him?
A voice comes through. A voice repeating those numbers over and over again. Phil is offering 50 grand to anyone able to guess how many beans are in that jar within 10.
Sam used the numbers.
Yep. The answer was exact to the bean. So we won the money. On the way home, a pickup truck blows a tire on the highway. It's us head on. Lost my leg that night. Most people would consider themselves lucky, but not him. Anything terrible that happened to anyone around us, he believed it was all because he used those numbers.
Did he ever find a way to make it stop?
Yep. He put a shotgun in his mouth and pulled the trigger.
I used them to win the lottery.
There's no curse. You think I'd still have my leg if Sam hadn't have picked the right number of beans? You think that floods wouldn't have happened, that homes wouldn't have burned down, that people wouldn't have died?
Yeah.
You make your own luck, Mr. Reyes. You're looking for an excuse that doesn't exist.
I want to look these numbers up and play them in the lottery immediately. I wonder how many people still do. I wonder how many people play these numbers. I know a couple of you in the comments probably do it religiously.
I'm tired of trying to remember what happened to me out there.
How's that coming? Your memory?
Bits and pieces here and there. Nothing that makes any real sense.
Well, maybe I can help. I'm good at putting bits and pieces together.
Jack!
I hate to say this, but Hurley might have to die. Don't get me wrong. I like Hurley to death. But maybe he's the reason all this terrible shit is happening.
Hell of a security system. Somebody trips a wire and the whole place blows up.
She moved.
She knew that one day I'd come back and bring others.
1 minute you're happy-go-lucky, good-time Hurley, the next you're Colonel Bloody Kurtz. It's not you.
Dude, you don't know me. We all got personal stuff, dude.
Don't change the subject. Jack and Zaid could be hurt if not blown to bits, all because you're acting like some bloody nutter.
I am not crazy. I've got my reasons for
I think I have a right to know.
About a year ago.
Someone's shooting at you!
Someone's shooting at me.
Someone's shooting at you! Jesus Christ! These fucking idiots!
Oh. You must be the French chick.
Who are you?
Hurley? Saeed? That guy you tortured? They
were on the plane.
What do these numbers mean, please?
I don't know.
You don't know? That thing in the woods? Maybe it's a monster. Maybe it's a pissed off giraffe. I don't know. I want some friggin' answers!
Pew! You want answers from the woman who killed all of her own people.
A voice repeating those numbers. We changed course to investigate. After we shipwrecked.
There's a radio tower on this island?
Yes, up by the Black Rock. When my team was gone, I went back up to the tower and changed the transmission.
Did you ever find out anything about them? Do you know where they got their power? They bring bad stuff to everyone around you. They're cursed. You know that, right?
The numbers are what brought me here. As it appears, they've brought you. Since that time, I've lost everything. Everyone I cared about. I suppose you're right. They are cursed.
You have no idea how long I've been waiting for someone to agree with me. Oh, God, thank you.
Oh, she's gonna love that. That lady is starved for attention.
Need a battery? She says, hey.
So crazy people attract each other. I know I've attracted a lot of crazy people.
You believe in that? Luck?
I believe in a lot of things.
What is it?
It's obviously a crib.
It's a cradle.
Look at Locke, man.
Happy birthday, Claire.
I think the plane crash might have been my fault.
Don't be daft. How could you
Hey,
possibly?
before we came here, a lot of bad stuff used to happen whenever I was around.
Bad things happen. Planes crash. People die. You think you're the only person with baggage? You know what I was doing when the plane went down? I was snorting heroin in the toilet. I suppose that was your fault as well.
Maybe.
Back home, I'm worth $156 million.
Fine, don't tell me.
Dude.
I bear my soul, and all I get is bloody jokes.
Oh no. Oh, the numbers are on the hatch thing. What? Lotto.com. Okay, so without Googling and just looking at these numbers, because I don't want to Google, I don't want to run across any spoilers. It's bad enough having to deal with Amazon's show listing. But 815 was the flight number. That's right there in the numbers for 815. 16, 23, 42. These are not all. They're not. I don't think it's primes. I don't see. Look, I suck at math. I'm gonna get that out of the way right now. Numbers are like a form of dyslexia for me. On every academic, measurement, I'm fantastic at everything but math. Like upper 99.9 percentile on the ACT for everything but math. I'm very well spoken and I can read and write very well and I understand, But anyway, I don't know a prime number from, a non-prime number for the most part, but I'm pretty sure that 23. Yeah. And then 42 is the only thing I can think of is that's the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, right? The answer to everything. That's all I really see here. But it's such an interesting contrast in the backstories. Like everyone else is just, some kind of a criminal, or they've got family issues, or they're, just your typical fiction tropes, the son and Jin thing with the evil father, there's all these things that you see and over and over again, and it's like, okay, we have a frame of reference for that. That's why, they give it to us and we make the connection in our brains. But then you see, they just went, whack. Oh, by the way, here's a whole bunch of numbers. This dude played to win the lottery, and then everything around him went to shit. And then that's, why he's on the island, and that's the numbers are on the island, and it's all about these numbers. This show has this way of just, in one episode, they'll give you a whole new thing to confuse the shit out of you with. Because that's really all I've got so far is the confusion. What are these freaking numbers? And should I be worried now that I've introduced them into my own unlucky existence? I don't know. I'm definitely not going to Google it. There's just no way in hell that I wouldn't get a spoiler if I did it. That is such a bad, that's horrible. If I wasn't doing reactions, I definitely would Google it. I guarantee you I would Google it. I'd need to know. And I'd be like, oh, okay, well, I ruined that for myself, But you'd still watch. I don't want to, I need everything to be just, fresh. I can't do that. Man. I want to know about the mental hospital, though. And what did the numbers do to that other guy who's just sitting there saying, well, fine, hey, 20, why was he doing that? What happened to that guy? I would imagine at some point we'll get a story on that. Man, I want to keep watching. I might be able to do 2 weeks worth of episodes today. So yeah, I feel like it's gonna look at the end of this like I never change shirts or I don't really have a wardrobe. To some degree, some of that is true. I don't really go to the store and buy clothes for myself. I've got t-shirts from like 25, 30 years ago that I still wear. So yeah, but these episodes that I'm feeling, it's like, hey, wow, 2 weeks and he's still wearing the same shirt. Anyway, I'm moving on. I'm going into 18? What episode was this? No, 19. I think we're gonna make it to 20 today. Next week I will record the final 5, and then I'm gonna do a video that I've actually been working on since I think episode 5. I decided I wanted to do this, and I'm gonna do like a season recap, but I'm gonna incorporate another thing into it that's really cool, that I'm a really huge fan of. I think it's a good symbiosis of this show and that show, and I've got a green screen room, so why not? So that'll be fun at the end of the season, and then maybe I'll do it at the end of every season moving forward. Just depends on how well it's received and how many likes it gets, etc. So speaking of, make sure you like this video and subscribe if you like the channel, and we'll catch you guys on the next episode. Peace.